Alright, this is a first for me. I'm Brett, I'm from East Gippsland. I've been into prospecting for nearly 2 years. I've met some pretty cool people out here, found some nice gold, and a lot of people tell me, why don't you put up some YouTube videos? I'm better at watching them than making them. But anyway, I thought I'd throw something together today to show you the different practices I use, the different methods, etc. I do things a little different, but I'll explain when we get there. Cheers. Right, I suppose I should give you a rundown on some of the equipment that I use. Just the basic stuff, you know, pan, classifier, yabby / whatever you call it, sandworm pump, made up. I've got some other adapters that go onto that, just a backpack. Trusty old shovel, which is pretty handy when you're in this game. One hand, hang on. And I've basically just got another sieve, a couple of buckets stacked together, a pan that fits in top of it, and you can still use a handle. And I'll try and keep all the equipment inside it, so I can only I can have one hand free all the time when I'm falling over. So I'll keep a heap of stuff in here. What I've got, a rock pick, which is pretty handy, chisel, pry bars, a couple of custom crevice tools that I've made out of key steel, different sizes, 3/16, 1/8, and I file them down to a bit of a point. Good for getting down around corners, and because you can bend the key steel. A few adapters that go into the sandworm pump. Just that watering system poly pipe, so it's flexible, go around corners with it, flatten it out so you get all those little fine crevices. Got a bigger one for it that pushes over, same deal, flattens out, can bend it around corners, get under rocks, and just a few other adapters and bits and pieces, and just the old standard tools, bubble, and I've modified a paint scraper so you can get round corners with that as well, bend it round and get in nice little fine crevices where I find all the good gold hides out here. Yeah, I suppose I'll drag the rest out and tell you what to do with them after, when I'm digging a crevice out. Alright. Now the crevices are the culprits today I've chose to pick on. We're facing upstream at the moment, so I'm standing pretty much where the bulk of the water flow is, so some would say it's probably not ideal. You've got a lot of obstructions on that side of the creek, a lot of low pressure areas where there's a lot of flood wash, so some good crevices. Yeah, look, there's gold in all of them, a lot of flood gold. There's also a lot of material to move. I've dug many of them, I've got some good gold, but I'll have a bit of a different method now, and that's to concentrate in the high flow areas. Now that the water's really low, it's never ever this low, but I can get down low into some crevices that haven't been worked, or maybe have never been worked. For some gold the heavy gold that wants to hang in the flow and bounce on the bottom and possibly get hung up somewhere. So a couple of looking at is these ones here. And I'll try and pick crevices that have got rocks packed in them that hard that I've got to break them to get them out. If I can leave them out with a screwdriver, I'll generally walk away. But something that's got quartz in it, that's been there that long, that it's turned black, is a good sign for me, because my theory is all or nothing. You can spend an hour chiseling that out and get absolutely nothing, or score big time, which is what I like. There's a piece of gold already. I can pick it up. No, must be still in there somewhere. I'm only just, there it is. I'm only just on the top of the crevice at the moment, but well, focus or not, just you may be able to see that. It's only a tiny little piece, but it's gold, which is a good sign. So I've got a lot to dig out and a long way to go down. So I won't bore you anymore. I'll dig it out and I'll turn you back on again. If I find any nice pieces on the way in, I'll give you a look. So I've chiselled out all the big rocks, and as I've gone along, there's a couple of nice pockets I come across. The crevice continues to go right up into the bank, but I think for now we'll stop there and see what we get. I think it's a likely spot because there's a few obstructions through this area and all the bedrock sort of lays down and can channel into here, and the water, the main flow, jam it down into this crevice behind the rock. I know it's on the upstream side of the rock, but the heavy gold should be bouncing on the bottom, and that's where I want it to sit and find it. So I've scratched out what I can and picked up by hand. So now I'll use my the sandworm pump, fill that little area full of water down there, and just suck it all straight into the pan with a classifier in it. And what, you know, it'll use its own water as it overflows. I can continue to use it, so I have to keep filling up for another hole. So I'll set that up and give you a look. So initially I'll suck out what I can. I know there's still a lot of rocks packed below it, and then I'll give it another chisel and a scratch, fill it full of water and do it again. And then get in the smaller cracks along here with a finer nozzle. But for now I can use the larger one to pick up what rocks are sitting down in there I couldn't get before with a scratcher. There's a lot in it, you can sort of feel them with the end of it. Lift them up. Pick out some of the bigger pieces, it's going to make it hard for the other nozzle. But I'll chuck this one on, give you a look at it. That one just slips over the top. This one fits in there. So you can flatten it and open it up, whatever, float your boat. And get down into the fine. It's got a heap of suction. Get down into tight little cracks like that. the end I might suck all the water out of it once I've cleaned it, just to show you how good a job these little fittings do on the end of it. Alright, now that's that crevice that I've cleaned out with a little nozzle on the sandworm pump. An old trusty torch, probably a bit much light, but you can see how good it cleans it out. Doesn't leave much behind. Sort of filling up with water as quick as I can pump it out, but it does an awesome job. There's probably a little bit left in there that keeps going down, depending on how the pan goes. I'll chase it back down in there. So yeah, that's not a great deal of material, but we'll pan that out and see how it goes, but fingers crossed. Alright, so that's total what we got out of that crevice. There's a fair bit of material, but we'll loop into it, pan it down, and see how we go. A little bit of colour poking its head through the black sand. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll tilt you down a bit more. Probably too much glare now. Nice colour coming through there. That's not a bad pan. Some nice chunky gold there. I don't know how well the camera shows it up, but now that's one pan. Little nugget. Oh, another, you could call that another picker. I don't know if it's showing up or not, but this guy's got a bit of quartz in him. But yeah, some coarse, nice coarse gold in here. Pick most of it up. But I'll take it. Alright, that's me done for the day. I'll pack up, head back to the car, and yeah, might put a few more videos up another day and show some other surprises. Right guys, cheers.